Why are you still not including the personal note?
You're a voice actor. You're an entrepreneur. You're a VOPRENEUR. Welcome to the Everyday VOPRENEUR podcast, your guide through the business of voiceover.
Showcase your demos on your website with a player that producers and voice seekers love, that can easily integrate with your email signature and even offers an option for analytics so you can see who's listening. The Everyday VOPRENEUR Summer Series is proud to offer an exclusive deal with VoiceZam. Get 3 months of the base player for the price of one. See complete offer details and sign up at voicezam.com/Mark Scott. That's voicezam.com/Mark Scott for full details and to sign up.
The VOPRENEUR podcast. Hey, it doesn't suck.
Not as funny as Conan. Not as cute as Seth Meyers. Not as smart as Colbert. But he's one of us, and that counts for something. Here's Mark Scott, the original Everyday VOPRENEUR.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Everyday VOPRENEUR podcast, your guide through the business of voiceover. I'm Mark Scott, the original Everyday VOPRENEUR, and welcoming you to the Summer Series. Quick hit episodes that are designed to give you one piece of actionable, practical advice that you can walk away with and start implementing into your voiceover business right away. And this week, we are going to dive into a quick tip on LinkedIn. But before we get there, a couple of quick things I want to mention. First and foremost, every episode of the podcast available at VOPRENEUR.com, so make sure that you are going and listening to all the episodes that are in the archive. I also want to encourage you to subscribe wherever fine podcasts are given away for free. That includes Apple Podcasts. By the way, while you're listening on Apple Podcasts, I would really appreciate it if you would take a minute to leave a review. That's going to help other people to find the Everyday VOPRENEUR podcast. I also want to quickly mention my new LinkedIn course. It's called Making Money with LinkedIn, fully updated for 2020. I'll tell you right now, LinkedIn is where it's at for marketing your voiceover business through the midst of COVID-19. It is one of the safest places to be marketing right now. And if you want to find out more about LinkedIn, get some free tips, and check out the course, Making Money with LinkedIn, visit markscottcoaching.com/LinkedIn. That's markscottcoaching.com/LinkedIn. Well, I said we were going to talk about LinkedIn today, so let's do it. I want to talk about the personal note. When you go to send a connection request, LinkedIn gives you an opportunity to add a personal note. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, but you can't do it on mobile. Actually, you can do it on mobile. Just one extra step involved. When you're looking at someone's profile in the mobile app, whether that's on your iPhone or on your Android device, whatever the case may be, when you're on their profile page, if you click on the More button, and then you will see in the little window that pops up the opportunity to personalize the invite. Now, I know that there are a lot of voice actors that are not personalizing the invite. How do I know? Because I get connection requests from dozens of voice actors every single week, and I would say that less than 5% of them are including a personal note. If you are not including a personal note in your LinkedIn connection requests, you are doing it wrong, and there are a couple of reasons why I say that. First and foremost, when you are sending connection requests on LinkedIn, if you get a lot of unaccepted connection requests or rejected connection requests, LinkedIn can actually cut you off. They will actually prevent you from sending any further connection requests for the month. It will reset at the beginning of the next month. And one of the reasons why you may be getting rejected connection requests is because you are not including the personal note. So in order to get up your average for how many people are actually accepting your connection request, make sure every single time that you are sending that personal note. The second reason why I think that it is essential for you to be including a personal note is simply for this. I want you to picture yourself walking around a networking event. Now, I know this may seem a little bit difficult to imagine because it's been so long since any of us got to walk around at a networking event, but just go with me for a second. Use your imagination. Let's just pretend that you are walking around at a networking event. There's a couple hundred other professionals in the room, and you know that some of those people are really solid voiceover leads. And as you are walking around the room, what you decide to do, your strategy for working that room is to sneak up behind people and slip your business card in their pocket. Now, you don't look them in the eye. You don't shake their hand. You don't say hello. You don't even introduce yourself. You just sneak in behind them going unnoticed, very stealthy and ninja-like, and you slip a business card into their pocket. Now, as you're thinking about that, you're thinking that that is the most utterly ridiculous thing that you have ever heard of, but I want you to understand that when you are sending blind connection requests, cold connection requests on LinkedIn, and you're not including that personal note, that's basically what you're doing. It's just not a cool way to do things. If you want to make a great first impression, then you want to be able to make an introduction. Now, I want to clear something up about the personal note too. I'm talking about 2 sentences here, okay? That's it. I'm not talking about your life story. Don't ever try to sell them voiceover services in the personal note. I'm just saying, jump over to their profile, read through the summary section, grab something that you think is interesting, mention a common connection, mention some other tie that bonds you. You know, maybe you went to the same school or you work in the same industry or whatever it may be. Take that one thing and drop that into your personal note. Something that says, hey, I'm not just reaching out to you at random. This isn't just some generic connection request. I actually took a minute to read a little bit about you, and I believe that I have the ability to add value to your network, and so that is why I'm sending you this personal connection. Guys, one of the things that I love about LinkedIn right now is that it is so safe. Doing email marketing right now can be tricky because you don't know what companies are open, what companies aren't open. You don't know who's been laid off, who's lost their job, what businesses are in dire straits as a result of COVID-19. But one of the things that I've noticed is that everybody that is on LinkedIn right now, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to make connections, build relationships, and find some leads for our businesses. LinkedIn is still a safe place. So I want you to use it. I want you to use it every day, but I want you to use it right. And the first thing that you're going to do to use it right is make sure that you are attaching that personal note with every single connection request that you send. Remember, if you want some more free tips on how to use LinkedIn, or if you're interested in checking out my masterclass, which is available now, it's markscottcoaching.com/LinkedIn. That is markscottcoaching.com/LinkedIn. Guys, thanks so much for listening. I'll catch you on the next one.
The Everyday VOpreneur Podcast. Available everywhere fine podcasts are given away for free. Mostly, we think.
Showcase your demos on your website with a player that producers and voice seekers love, that can easily integrate with your email signature and even offers an option for analytics so you can see who's listening. The Everyday VOPRENEURS Summer Series is proud to offer an exclusive deal with VoiceZam. Get 3 months of the base player for the price of 1. See complete offer details and sign up at voicezam.com/Mark Scott. That's voicezam.com/Mark Scott for full details and to sign up.
And sing.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for hanging in. Thanks for hanging out. Want more VOpreneur goodness? Jump online at VOpreneur.com.